defiantly about whether or not trans women are valid in female spaces, just went into a woman's bathroom, peed standing up, looked at a turf while walking out, and said,
And welcome back to my channel. And holy moly, the toilet thing is out of control. The thing is this, real quick here. I've been doing this for a long time. This is not new. We were discussing the toilet thing probably 10 years ago. It feels like now here it is again. Is it always going to be a situation? Come on, really? There's a lot of things we can do here to not be having this conversation. But of course, on both sides, it is not just one side, it is both sides. And I think both sides have arguments. Of course they do. Both sides can have valid reasonings, but there is also a very big problem that I always like to sort of say, can we as trans people help to find a solution here? Because if we don't really help to find a solution, there's never going to be a solution. So that's just where I'm coming from as an elder in this community and somebody who's been walking in these space for a long time. So with that, thanks for liking, subscribing, helping this channel grow. Really do appreciate you so much. I know I have a different opinion than the majority of the trans community, but it's why I sit here. I sit here so that other people can see there are people like myself who want to create a space where we can both walk the world. So with that, this toilet thing is just out of control. And I wanted to really talk about it today with these particular clips because there is nuance in our community, and there are people who have both ways of thinking. But at the same time, there's just a lot of anger, again, on both sides. But there's a lot of anger coming that I don't particularly care for. And I think, taking responsibility for yourself helps to create a better space. So let's start out with this particular trans woman here.
One goes out to all the mother using terms like trans bathroom debate. It's not a debate. I just gotta pee.
Oh, really?
Trans women are the ones that are in danger when using public restrooms. But y'all ain't ready to have that conversation yet. Yeah, TERFs are too wrapped up in their discomfort with trans people existing and taking up space in public. Wow. They are more concerned with that than they are with our health and safety.
That's not true.
That's it. That's the whole debate.
I thought you said it wasn't a debate.
Alone. I want to pee. I'm not your problem. Cis men are. They're my problem too, actually. And we could, support each other.
Well, first off, wow, come on, really? You had to come out the gate angry. This is why things don't change. You literally came out the gate with this weird anger that looks very masculine, by the way. So, number one. Number two, calling women TERFs, okay? I hate that. There are bad people on that side. They attack me constantly. There are those people also who don't want to find nuance and think everything is black and white. The world is not black and white, people, okay? It's just not. And transsexual people exist, and we're out there, and we are going to walk the world. But that being said, when we have trans people like this saying these kinds of things, it's like, yeah, maybe if you also support women and hear what women are saying, then you also have to take some responsibility in that. So that language, the way you come out the gate, is just not going to create a solution. It's going to keep hardline spaces there, okay? First, and then secondly, you're just like, this isn't a debate, but then you said it's a debate. Can you listen to yourselves, please? Just listen. And it is a trans toilet debate. It literally is about trans people. So I don't know what you're talking about there. Okay, so then we have, I found this amazing trans woman on TikTok. I love her. She really is like me and Blair and Marcus and a lot of us who really just want to find solutions. And I really just love the way she talks. So let's listen to her.
Trans woman, my safety and rights come after that of women's. Haven't you all seen Titanic? Women and children first. That's the way humanity has always been.
True.
So as a trans woman, I get that I'm not a woman. I get that I'm biologically a man. So my safety and privacy, they come second to that of women.
Right on.
Women and children are always deserving of protection by society. Wow. The fact that we've let this slip is disturbing. And it's a telltale sign of where our society is going.
Totally.
We need to protect women, and this is a crucial hour. Nancy Mace, J.K. Rowling, all of these terrible things that people are saying about them online are trying to silence them. They're trying to put the rights of men before women, and that's just not how we as humans are. It's not how we've always been, and it's not how we will be.
I mean, this trans woman, I know all of you who watch this channel. I know you all. You literally do want to find that space, excuse me, to help trans people exist. She is so, I will call her she, and I think all of you will, because she has respect. She's coming to the space. She respects her biology. She respects that she's a male, all of those things, and saying that you need to be first before I can come in and take this. I just think she is so awesome. And if you don't follow her, you really should. I'll put her thing in the description. I think she's going to help find solutions that we need to do. And it's not all black and white and one-sided. And she makes such a great point. In the Titanic, women and children come first. It's always been part of society. So genius. Okay, so I want to show you a wingnut. A wingnut.
Every trans woman who is arguing on TikTok Live currently about whether or not trans women are valid in female spaces just went into a woman's bathroom, peed standing up, looked at a turf while walking out, and said, fucking cry about it, we'd live in a better world.
You see, right there. There you go. So that's what I'm trying to show you. These people in the trans community who are like, go in the women's room, pull your penis out and pee all over. Like, what? How is that even going to help anything? And why is the trans community acting like these people aren't doing that? Because it is happening, okay? We see trans women going in the toilet, taking pictures of themselves. What are you going to do about it? That is such a male behavior. What are you going to do about it, right? Pulling their penises out, peeing on everything. Like, you know, that just proves it right there. So stop acting like there isn't these kinds of people, okay? I just showed you two different kinds of trans women, okay? So they are there, and they are telling you to go in and push women out of the way. That is an actual factual thing that is happening. So stop saying that trans women aren't being violent. There are some trans women who are being violent and creating a very unsafe space for women. It's disgusting and gross, and we have to continue to call those people out. They're disgusting. They're not helping the situation, okay? So now I want to show you something, because I think we're not really, now the trans men are starting to get into the conversation, right? So I'm going to show you this first.
I'm from South Carolina. I was born and raised here. I'm also trans. I'm non-binary. I have a beard because my face naturally grows a beard.
Okay,
I just have a question for Nancy Mace. Where am I supposed to go?
In the men's room. This is the thing that's upsetting me. Stop acting like this has anything to do with trans men. It has nothing. No one cares. They've never cared. Even before my transition, before I looked so masculine, I sometimes went in the men's room, okay? But men don't care. When you go to a concert or you go somewhere where the women's room is so packed, most of the time dudes do not care. You're always going to find that one guy that gets, but dudes just don't care. It's not the same issue. There's no unsafe. It's, I hate to say it, but the toilet in the women's room is kind of I hate using this term, safe space. It is. It's a space where they shouldn't have to feel uncomfortable going in there and little girls being around, penises and all. It's the reason why we always made men's and women's bathrooms. Let's be real here, trans men. If you look like that, no one's going to say anything to you about going in the men's room. Stop now trying to make it a trans man issue. It's not a trans man issue, okay? I look like this. I use the men's room. Nobody cares. I told you before that now I feel uncomfortable because of the way I feel about the women's room, and that now I do actually seek out a gender-neutral bathroom. If it's available, I'll use it. If it's not, I'll use the men's room. It ain't going to make or break the situation. So now all of a sudden you're all like, what are trans men going to do? They're going to continue to use the men's room if you pass as a man. This is a passing issue. It's a passing issue. So let me show you this one, because also we have these allies who come in and start making their voice. We don't need you to do this, okay? So
it's not hating trans people to say we don't want them in our bathrooms, okay? I want my wife to feel safe when she goes into the bathroom. I don't want her assaulted by some weird trans person who wants to feel special in their little moment. Okay, do you think she'd feel safe if this guy walked in? No. Okay, what about this guy? No, men don't belong in a women's restroom. Hold that thought. What? Okay, what about this guy? No. Okay, one more. Him.
Or me.
Wait, what's on his shirt? Can you read it? Wait, so are you saying you want these men going into the restroom with your wife?
It's so stupid.
No. So what are you saying? I'm talking about the men that are wearing dresses.
No, we're talking about trans women. That's right. We're not talking about people like me. Let's just stop trying to like make it all watered down now. This is specifically about trans women. You and I both know it. Let's be real in the trans community, okay? Nobody cares if trans men use the men's room. This isn't that situation. And you keep saying, well, if the laws, yeah, that's right. If the laws do pass, that's the whole point in passing. Can we get back to what it means to be trans? It's you people who literally took over the word trans and made it into something that doesn't even really even relate to what trans is, have destroyed what trans is. So start taking responsibility for that. And that's why these things are happening, because men with beards and mustaches are saying they're women and going in the women's room. Yes, it is happening. So stop saying it's not. This is the last thing I want to show you, because this is very important. This is that Korean spa in Washington that's been going through a lawsuit because a trans woman wanted to use the women's only space, okay?
It's our traditional Korean spa. They are Christian, and their clientele are all women, always have been. And part of the process in coming to the spa is nudity. It's not optional nudity. It's not you have a towel around you nudity. It is a bona fide requirement. And our clients believe in modesty. They do not believe, as between the sexes, that women and men should be naked amongst each other. Haven Wilvich had gender reassignment surgery less than 2 months after filing this complaint to the Human Rights Commission that entry had been denied. Haven said that the owner of the spa said thus and such to them. And that's not true. We went back to the Human Rights Commission and said, look, this person never came into the spa. They never talked with the owner. None of this ever happened. And instead of the Human Rights Commission investigating further, and that's what they're to do, is investigate complaints, specific complaints. They said, and I quote, the time for you to ensure that Haven Wilvich does not feel discriminated against has passed. You must change your website language from biological women to women. This is just a license for individuals who are mentally ill to come in and take advantage of a situation where women are vulnerable. It also boils down to an essential taking by the government of these people's business.
This activist now claims he is a she, has the surgery. Is that not enough?
I know. That person could come in now because no one would know the difference. If you present in the nude as a female, you're allowed entry. And that has always been their position. They don't know what has gone on, and they're not going to pry into people's, surgery histories. If you present in the nude as a female, you are allowed entry to this spot.
Bam.
That should be sufficient.
There you go. Are you seeing this? The spa is perfectly okay with a trans woman who has had the surgery, okay, and has female anatomy, a vagina, and doesn't make the other women uncomfortable. But this person, from what I just understood, actually, was that they didn't even go in the spa. They tried to show up looking like a dude saying they're a trans woman and they want to enter the woman-only space. And they're like, no, dude, you can't come in here. And then sued like the spa, and then totally wrecking somebody's business. This is what I keep saying. It's so frustrating to me. Why are you doing that as trans people? You are not helping the situation, okay? You could actually go in that spa if you actually presented as a woman, okay? This is the bull crap that's happening, okay? Right there. So I needed to show you that because it's not true. They're not discriminating against trans women. They're discriminating against a penis around a bunch of vaginas, and women aren't comfortable with that. Get a grip, people, and let's be real. It's so... Anyway, thanks for watching. It just frustrates me. I have taken. Stop it. The trans community is all crying because I can't use the toilet. Oh my God. We've been navigating the world for years before all this nonsense. Figure it out. You people just threw us back a million years. Can we start taking responsibility for that and just move on? And have an awesome day, you guys. Thanks for always watching and subscribing and commenting and supporting this channel. I appreciate you very much. And you're allowed to leave hate comments. Go right ahead.